That is new head coach for the Missouri Tigers, Barry Odom, talking about the news that sort of shocked the state yesterday. Mack Rhoades, athletic director. We barely knew you, Mack Rhoades. He leaves for Missouri, or he leaves Missouri for Baylor. Howard Richards, voice of the Missouri Tigers here on the Big 550 KTRS. Good morning, Howard Richards.
Good morning, McGraw. Kelly, how are you guys doing this morning?
We're good. It's another, I don't want to call it a self-inflicted wound, but it's another unforced error, I guess, by the Missouri Tigers. This was out of nowhere.
It really was. I think it took a lot of people by surprise, especially people that thought they were in the know. It seemed as though Mack was on his way to at least sort of restoring a lot of the order, if you will, and stability to the athletic department. And then this happened. And it's unfortunate because I think looking for that leadership and listening to all the things that he said when he started on the job, we thought that he would be the type of type of athletic director that would elevate the University of Missouri athletics to a higher level, especially in the SEC, to try to get on par with some of the teams that have been in the league for a lot longer. But it certainly will not be so under his watch.
Yeah. How important, Howard Richards, is the athletic director? They don't coach. They don't recruit. They don't play. So how important is an athletic director, and how big of a story is this really?
I think potentially it's a big story. It's important from this aspect. I mean, if you look at just your administration, your university administration, you have your in the Missouri system, you've got a president that leads 4 campuses. You have a chancellor that leads each individual campus. Your athletic director is the one that sort of guides and maneuvers and manages all of your athletics programs. From fundraising. And to the day-to-day activities of what's going on with the individual programs, firing coaches, and all the other little stuff that no one ever really thinks about. And it's not to say that someone acting on an interim basis can't do it, because we have been navigating, we meaning the University of Missouri has been navigating with a lot of interim titles thus far. But I think just having a permanent person in place, just knowing that this is the person that's going to be at the helm for an undetermined time, for your future, is what I think everyone sort of looks forward to.
Yeah.
So it's something that's needed. But here's the thing. I think Missouri would be better served with someone that has been invested here in the state, at the university. Not sure who that person might be at this point. There's a name or two that has been thrown out, but I think we would be better served having a Missouri person at the helm going forward.
I think that's the sort of the thoughts going forward. You need a Missouri family guy to sort of right the ship after such a volatile few months.
No doubt, and someone that knows both ends of the states,
right.
Both corners of the states. From your big cities, of course, St. Louis and Kansas City, but someone that has been intimately involved and knows the players, in not just the big cities, but also in the smaller areas in Missouri too.
No, you're right. You know what I thought is kind of interesting, Howard Rich, is that no one will deny that Mack Rhoades has the right to go to greener pastures, to make more money, what's best for his family. But I do find it interesting that he's going to go make more money in Baylor, and yet the players, right, they're still stuck in this surf system where, they have to wear billboards for the coaches' contracts, and they got to wear this, and they can't, get meal money, and they can't get a plane ticket home, and they still live under the oppressive thumb of the NCAA. But the coaches and the athletic directors, they can leave whenever they want.
I think it is. It's such a good point, and I think that I see at some point in the future that that whole dynamic changing, because if you take the players away, what product do you have? You have nothing.
Right.
And again, the leadership are the ones that end up benefiting from it. It's just like shoe contracts.
Yeah.
The coaches, they don't they don't get on the field and play.
Right.
Yet they're reaping all the benefits.
Right,
And,
right.
I think it changes.
Mac Rhodes doesn't have to sit out a year and then go become athletic director at Baylor. But if a player wanted to go to Baylor, that's what he would have to do.
Yeah, he would. Unless he was a student who'd already graduated, he'd have to, or she would have to sit out a year in order to be eligible again.
Yeah, unbelievable. Howard, we look forward to talking to more football as the season gets closer. Hope the summer's going well. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Howard Richards, one of the good guys, Missouri voice of the Tigers here on the Big 550 KTR 756.